So you've been collecting for a while, collecting
Yes,
for a while, and I'm assuming you've got a few completed runs. Anything?
I have. I have.
Yeah,
My favourite one completed
yeah.
would be going back to Well, there was two. There's two. I've got the Justice League Dark. That's the one I'm completing now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's an ongoing. I would go to Crisis on Infinite Earths on my favourites.
Yes, you've been posting
Not
them on Instagram,
Yeah,
haven't you?
it's not only my favourite completed run, but it's my favourite event
Yeah.
ever.
12
Yeah, I'm just a
issues?
12 issue maxi series. Marv Wolfman, George Perez, and you've read Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
Gods
that's George
and Mortal.
Perez.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gods and Mortals.
so you know his art. Have
So
you read
lovely.
Crisis? Yeah, have you read Crisis?
I have read Crisis purely because I was trying to read all the Flash stuff, and he's a big part in
He's a
Crisis.
big part of it. Yeah. So when I first read it, I never appreciated it as much as I do now. Um, Only because I have spent so long sort of analyzing panels in this book and asking questions, and it's so vast. I mean, there was like hundreds of characters killed off in this one, and they haven't
Yeah,
been back.
so
They've never come back.
yeah.
And George Perez's art, like I said, I didn't realize until the other day he drew over 520 named characters for that book. 520. That's just named characters. That's not including everyone in the cities and the background. 518.
500.
You know
Yeah?
I don't know if he's got the record for drawing the most characters in a series, but
Over 12
518
issues.
characters is crazy. Um,
And
but yeah, I love it. I love that. I love that book. Yeah, it means a lot to me.
it's
And I
really
didn't
good.
read it till later. Later,
Yeah,
maybe the 90s. I read this book, like mid 90s.
yeah.
Um, but I didn't really appreciate it until maybe 15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, when I had
So
more of a insight into the DCU sort of thing.
so is that what changed it then? That like so you said you didn't appreciate it as much at the start. So
Yeah.
what changed your opinion on it?
It was just chatting with friends, and I've always enjoyed the book, but there's so much I missed the first time I read it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Marv Wolfman was very much sort of he wanted to obviously he wanted to diversify DC, so he wanted to bring in a lot more ethnic characters, female leads.
Yeah.
Um, he just wanted to streamline that universe. But at the time, I didn't notice a lot of the little things in it. Like there's some scenes where they go back to, I think it's Earth 3, I think it is,
Yeah.
sort of the Wild West. So you got Jonah Hex and um, Scalp Hunter, the Indian. But they don't really call him Scalp Hunter. They call him by his real name, which was a choice by Marv Wolfman to sort of change things up a bit. And I think, yeah, in that scene as well, I didn't realize at the time, they sent in Cyborg, they sent in, I think it was Dawn Star, and they sent in the Green Lantern, which is going back to a Wild West setting, and they're sending in a woman and two African Americans. Now, obviously, in that time period, they wasn't very respected.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you got Wolfman sending. Why did he decide to send this team to this period to help out? Just little things like that you just sort of
Yeah.
you don't really think about when you're reading it, but
Yeah.
you go
On your
back, it's like,
first
oh,
on your
yeah, on
first
your
read
first read,
through, you brush
yeah,
over it and but
yeah,
yeah. All right, maybe I'll take another look.
yeah, and there's sort of scenes in it where you sort of think, because it starts off obviously with is it Anthro? I think the first boy on Earth, and then Commandy, the last boy on Earth. It doesn't start off in that way, but in the time periods, sort of,
Mm.
you got bookends there,
Yeah.
and I like the Commandy thing. I didn't realize the reason he was called Commandy was because he was locked in a cell with Command Cell D. So when the animals seen it, it was Command D. That's how he
Yeah.
got his name. Yeah,
Wow,
I only
okay.
found that out like a few months ago, but
Jeez.
it's just so vast and so much storytelling. And you've got the death of Barry Allen, you got the Supergirl death. It's just so much going on, so vast, and there was so much work put into that by Wolfman that they actually published his notes in a publication called Who's Who of DC, which come out at
Oh,
the
okay.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is very good sort of reference if you want to read that Infinite Earths run. If you had the Who's Who with it, and you're not sure on who a character was in what certain time, like Sergeant Rock in World War II, or the Charlton characters on Earth 4, you got the Who's Who to go along with it, so you can sort of pick out
Oh
who's
wow!
who.
So sort of like would you say sort of like a director's commentary, but for a comic?
Yeah, it sort of gives sort of like who, like it'll give you a picture, and then it'll tell you sort of where they come from. So maybe DC purchased them from Charlton Comics or from whoever. You know, DC were buying up all these sort of characters from different publishing houses, but they didn't know where to put them. So they'll say, right, we got Charlton, we'll put them on World 4, Earth 4, or whoever.
Right.
And this, people may not have read any of this stuff before, but when you're reading through this Infinite Earths, there's a lot of characters I've never read.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd look at the Who's Who and I'd just give me some more information, just so it's a bit more richer, a bit more in depth, so you know what you're looking at, know what you're reading. It's nice.
I mean, were there must have been characters that were the first appearances in Crisis. There must have been.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know Wolfman created a character for Teen Titans specifically to die in Infinite Earths because he felt bad that he was going to be killing a lot of other creators' characters off. So he said, right, I'll make one myself and I'll kill it off. So it didn't look as bad. And I'm pretty, what was her name now? It begins with a K. I can't think of her name now. K. Carlo. It begins with a K anyway, and it was for Teen Titans, and she died obviously. But yeah, there was the Monitor was created, obviously, Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, of course.
And they were sort of the Monitor was sort of building up months before Infinite Earths in various books. You sort of see silhouettes of this man selling arms to bad guys, and you're like, who is he? Obviously, when you come to the Infinite Earths book, if you'd never read it before, like at the time, if you were reading it back then, you wouldn't know if the Monitor was good or bad, if he was helping everyone or if he was against them. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So did you watch the CW? The Arrowverse. You've not seen it?
I don't want. I can't watch it. I want to watch it. I really do want to watch it. I know they had a lot of cameos from everyone in there.
Yeah.
Is it good? Be honest.
It is. It's cool.
I know it's a lot different.
Yeah, it is different. It's different, but the same. So like it keeps a similar feel, but obviously they've only got. Was it the shows? Was it Arrow, Flash, Supergirl? I don't know if
Superman in it.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah, so Superman from Smallville, he is in there as well. And stuff like that. So like, there's so many cameos. Obviously, there's not 518 characters in there, but I think they do their best with what they've got, and they do slightly change. Like big things happen in a book, it happens to someone else, that kind of thing.
Right. Does Supergirl die? Superwoman die? Does she die? No. Because I'm thinking it's 5 episodes, yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
What episodes?
40 minutes, but hour without. Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. No.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of that DC stuff. So
no, I've only ever fully watched The Flash. I've watched bits of all the other ones. You've got Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Supergirl, and then I don't know if Stargirl counts. Oh, you got Black Lightning as well. No, there is no.
Yeah.
Then I don't think they're part of the CW.
Oh, the CW lot. No, I don't know. I know I watched the Netflix and the Amazon DC and Marvel stuff. Sorry, but I haven't watched any of the CW. No, I haven't. No, I've not caught any of it. No, I would watch the Crisis. I really want to watch the Crisis, but the reason I haven't watched it is because I haven't watched any of the other. I didn't even watch Smallville when that was out. Did you watch Smallville?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't watch Smallville either. So I'll probably check it out. It's on the list. Yeah, I mean, I've got the books.
Yeah, you've got the books. You've got the main.
I got the. No, but I'll definitely check it out because I know they've got the Flash from the movie, haven't they? Like the old 80s movie in it. I'm
Yeah, so
sure I've
he's
seen a scene of him in it.
yeah, so Henry
Can't remember.
Henry something, isn't it? Yeah, no, so he was the Flash in the last TV show they did. So they did
Did
so
they?
so yeah,
What from
so
the 90s Flash movie?
yes,
I
yeah,
think. Was
so
he in that? Was it?
yeah, so he is the Flash's father in
Right,
this current run. So that's the cameo, but then
right,
they also bring in Ezra Miller from the Justice League. They bring him in just for a little quick cameo as well.
yeah,
And there's there's like three different Supermen.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's fun.
Is it
That's
fun?
what I would say.
That's all I'd want from it. It's a TV
Yeah,
show. If it's as long as it's fun and it keeps my attention, and it'd
yeah,
be nice to sort of see scenes that I've seen from the comic book in there. Then yeah, I'll watch it at some point.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be good. It'd be good. Do you have any issues to hand now from
No,
Crisis or
not
no?
to hand. I've got the collected.
Okay.
I put the collected here because there's a lot of changes in the collected to the single issues,
Oh, okay.
like color changes, spelling mistakes.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right.
that yeah, they're not all good. I say some of the changes were not the best choices, um, but a lot are. There's a lot, especially the color changes I prefer in this, and obviously the spelling mistakes are rectified in this.
Yeah.
But I think the shadow demons are different colors, a sort of different shade of
Yeah.
black. It's a grey. Um, I'll be honest, I prefer reading it in the collected um, than the single issues. Only because it's a lot clearer for me. My eyes are not as good anymore.
Oh, so it's
Um,
like a bit remastered, is it? Or
yeah, it's just the print
yeah.
quality is a bit better, and
Right.
the ones I've got are not as good. And obviously, you've got the classic covers, which look awesome in like the
Yeah. That's
yeah.
cool.
So it's really nice to look at. So I prefer reading it in this. Not to say I'll never read it in the single issues again, but
Yeah. But you've
it's
got
just
them.
not. I've got them, but I'll prefer it in
Yeah.
the collected.